like turning on its own. Then you've got them slowly coming together, and this one's beginning to turn. And when you clutch pedals all the way up, they're turning together at the same rate.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Okay, you can have a relax there.
Okay.
Oh, how does that feel?
Yeah, next time I'll use the book right from the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know why, but nearly everybody has a go at doing it without the book.
Yeah, I think I just want to see if I remembered all the way through.
Yeah, it's not a memory test though, is it?
Of course not, no.
Yeah? But we have to have the detail on here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of bits. Did you find out anything about me before we drove away, or as we were driving here? Did I tell you that I'm the go-kart racing champion of Great Britain?
No, fair enough. I only asked you if you've been in the car before.
But I could be, couldn't I?
Yeah, of course you could.
Did you ask me what I do for a job?
No.
Well, I could have explained the clutch better than you do, mate, because I'm a mechanic.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah? Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just find out a little bit of even the fact, you know, have I ever ridden a motorbike, do I ride a push bike, or have I ever ridden a push bike? The kind of things that are going to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Especially explain gears and things like that.
Well, yeah, it's just finding out about it. You know, finding out what I might already know, because there might well be skills that I'm already aware of, yeah?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely, 100%, yep.
Yeah, I mean, just going back to the beginning. Yeah, obviously the SC is not looking at you driving.
Yeah.
But, and they won't make any comment on you driving, unless you nearly kill them. Try and drive to the standard that you did for your part 2, yeah? We were taking turns there without any indicators at all, yeah?
Okay.
And at one stage you were actually demonstrating the steering to me, and right in the middle of the left-hand turn, you actually got second gear, yeah?
Yeah.
If I was now going to carry on with my lesson today, and I started to do that, what would you be saying to me?
Oh, yeah, stay in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or, you know, it's very important that I get the wheel straight. I don't be turning the corner and changing gear, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously they're not going to mention that, but it just...
No, I want to do it properly.
Yeah, it just sets you up properly, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't understand why you weren't using the mirrors on the way here, and on some of the turns you weren't indicating. But as I say, they won't mention it. But it just, you know, just sets the picture up right, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it didn't really look that brilliant.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you controlled me quite well. You made me watch me, gave a good explanation of steering.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I told you this is a suitable road, you controlled me well.
Yep.
You told me not to touch anything.
Yep.
And you got me to take my seatbelt off and exit the vehicle and close the door afterwards. And you did explain at the back of the vehicle that the doors are my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And you explained the setup procedure quite well. Obviously, you would have explained the seatbelt a little bit better.
Yeah.
If you had a book in front of you. Would have been a big omission to leave out the legal obligations.
Yeah, of course it would, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just skipped over the mirrors a bit quickly, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I realised as soon as you said.
Yeah, you told me what kind of glasses in the interior one.
I don't even know why. Because I was explaining the flat glass, I don't even know why I didn't even remember about the convex glass.
Yeah. But because you were getting me to actually look at the car behind me.
Yeah.
And see if the picture was the same in here. Then obviously when I looked in there, you covered yourself there.
Yeah.
So yeah, accelerator and the brake and the clutch you were trying to do as one description, really.
Yeah.
It's probably because you were trying to cover the thickness of a pound coin, or the width of a pound coin, whatever you want to call it. You were trying to cover the accelerator and the brake on the same one.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the time to give the detail on both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have whipped a pound coin out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have one next time.
Yeah, you knew you were doing this lesson today, so it's a good idea to have a pound coin there.
Yeah.
It's just that if you make a slip on the words and don't mention the pound coin, and he gets a little bit confused, I have actually seen him actually doing the width of a 50p piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. obviously you'll understand the reason why they're looking for pretty much a spot on lesson here is that it's probably the easiest lesson in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the car doesn't move.
Yep.
And that's why they're looking for a really spot on lesson, really, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you got to make sure you don't miss out on any bits, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, the explanation of the clutch was okay. Probably could have got me involved in it a little bit. You were rubbing your hands together.
Yeah.
You could have got me to do it with you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when the clutch is all the way up, the hand, the plates are joined together.
Mm.
But your explanation was fine. I understood it.
Okay.
But so just try and find a bit of information out from me, and obviously it's very important to listen to the word picture because the word picture can actually change very slightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's down to you to find out what your pupil did. If you picked up a real pupil, you would actually try and find out a bit.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, you're trying to find out what to do for a job, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And they might well be a mechanic, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so if they're a mechanic, they're probably going to be able to explain some of this
Yeah.
clutch business better than you can, yeah?
For sure.
But they certainly would know how it works, yeah?
Yeah.
Or, they could ride a motorbike every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget, the word picture is, I've never had a driving lesson before. It isn't that I've never driven before.
Yeah.
So just never assume.
Of course.
Right.
All right.
We'll give that a pause. But that was good.
Yeah.
Needs to be just a little bit more careful that you don't try and.
Yeah, rush it.
Yeah. I mean, you should have that book in your lap.
Yeah, definitely. I'll use it every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only helping you.
Of course, yeah.
If you get somebody who's never ever done any of this before, who's never ever had the controls explained to them, and that's the kind of word picture I gave you. It's the very first time I've ever had a lesson. Pictures are going to help you, aren't they?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then do one control at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't mix and match them. Yeah. Yeah. Don't try and do the A, B, C together, because it'll end up you missing out on bits. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Pause.